What's happening, NXPT dietitian and exercise physiologist Andrea here. In today's video, I am going to dive into some of the physiology of fitness and explain why NXPT workouts are hands down the best thing that you can do, whether you are looking to just improve your overall health, whether you're looking to change your body composition, whether that's lose fat or build muscle, or whether you are looking to improve your performance in a sport that you participate in outside of NXPT. So none of us have a lot of time these days, and so one of the best things about NXPT is they fit the best programming into a short amount of time. So even if you are attending the 30-minute lunchtime workouts, you are getting these benefits. The 45-minute workouts are great. They're very short and they're packed, and we are moving the entire time. So it's very time efficient. And if you are looking for just overall like health, wellness, maintaining kind of your well-being, I recommend going to NXPT 3 days a week. This meets the minimum recommendations for aerobic activity as well as strength training that our physical activity guidelines state. And so you can come just 3 days a week to kind of maintain your fitness. I would recommend having those be not in a row, and so spreading them out and making sure that you're walking, getting like at least 10,000 steps and moving around the other days of the week as well. If you want to change your body composition, if you want to improve your sports performance, then you need to be coming 4 or 5 days a week. Again, your rest days or the days that you're taking off from at least the NXPT workouts should be spaced out. So try not to have them back to back. Try to have them spaced out, and on those other days still try to be doing low aerobic activities like walking, bike riding, at least getting in your steps. So the first thing that stood out to me when I came to an NXPT workout was the warm-up. So the dynamic warm-up that we do, and this really sticks out to me because I went to a traditional CrossFit gym for many, many, many years before moving back to San Diego, and they don't do this type of warm-up, or at least at the gyms that I was at. And so the dynamic warm-up that we do at NXPT is so, so, so important, because what it's doing is it's priming your system. And so you're getting your heart rate up. You are increasing the neuromuscular messages from your brain to your muscles to start moving and get active. This is going to reduce the risk for injury and just prime the system and get your body ready for movement. And so doing these dynamic warm-ups are really important at the beginning of every NXPT class. And then I recommend, if you are doing any type of sport or exercise outside of NXPT, take the dynamic warm-up with you. Either the things that we do in class, or watch one of Paige's videos online where she has the dynamic warm-ups that she does. And so the dynamic warm-up is important because it is getting your muscles activated. It's getting that neuromuscular activation turned on. It's also increasing your heart rate. And so when we increase our heart rate, you are increasing your respiratory rate. And so you're bringing more oxygen into your body, which is going to be distributed out and distributed to the working muscles, bringing oxygen and nutrients to your working muscles. And so that is the importance of the dynamic warm-up. And so it is very important that all the classes start with that, and I love that NXPT does that. The other great things about the NXPT workouts are that they are periodized. And so a lot of people think that just any movement is great and you should just be out there doing CrossFit Hero WODs every single day, balls to the wall, no days off. And that is absolutely totally counterproductive to improving your fitness. It puts you at high risk of injury, and it's not a good idea. So instead of that, coming to NXPT, what you are getting out of the training methodology that the trainers put out for us is a periodized training cycle. And so we are doing not only lower intensity stuff, practicing like muscular strength and progressively overloading our muscular system so that we actually are able to get stronger, but we are also doing things to train our aerobic system and our cardiovascular system, respiratory system, and doing things like intervals where you go as hard as you can or try to get to like 90% of your VO2 max for a short amount of time, and then you get some time to rest. And so instead of just going hard for 15 minutes and then stop, that's not a very effective way to work out. So it's better that we do these high intensity intervals where you push to 90% for 3 or 4 minutes, and then you get some rest, and then you push again, and then you get some rest. And that those periods of rest are really important because it allows you to push harder during the next bout. And the benefit of that is for our cardiovascular system and our metabolism. And what ends up happening is the harder you push and then recover, and harder you push and then recover, after the workout is over, your body is going to continue to burn calories. Your metabolism is going to be still elevated for a long period of time after your workout is over from doing those high intensity intervals. And so that is really beneficial if you're looking to lose weight and torch a lot of calories. That HIIT is very important. If you have a activity watch, you can see your heart rate zones, and you can see it should be like a nice little graph where your heart rate goes up and then it comes down, and then it goes up and then it comes down. Now, over time, of course, as you get more fit, this is going to adjust slightly, and your heart rate or heart rate zones might be a little different. But for the most part, across the board, these intervals are so beneficial, and you really should, when they say to go hard, because you know that there's going to be a period of rest coming. On the flip side of that, when it comes to weight training, so our body will not change if we don't push it. And so what the training methodology is there is called progressive overload. And so you have to progressively challenge and stress the system more and more and more progressively for you to get any change. So if you're in there always using 15-pound dumbbells and you never go up in weight when the trainers say to go heavy, your body's not going to respond and adapt to that stress because you're not putting enough stress on it. And so when they say go heavy, like try to go heavy. And that's why we don't go heavy every single day. Again, that's why it's periodized. And so you are getting the benefit out of the programming that they write, which is again why it's so important to come to NXPT, follow their programming versus just picking random workouts off of Instagram to do every day because that has no rhyme or reason. Our trainers are really smart, and they know how to plan the programming out so that we are getting all of the, polarized areas of fitness. So we're getting the strength training, the progressive overload, we're getting the aerobic and cardiovascular exercise, we're getting the skill-based training, the functional fitness. I've noticed that I've had like such good balance and just the ability to like move throughout the day. I can carry all my groceries up my stairs in one trip. And those things are important as we go through life. The functional things that we do in class, everything transfers over to your daily life. If you're looking to lose weight, it is important to lift heavy, and you want to lift heavy, especially when we are doing movements that use large muscle groups. So the larger the muscle, the more calories you're going to burn. Think of things like squats, deadlifts, thrusters, anything that is using the largest muscles in our body, which are in our legs, our back, our core, and you want to lift heavy and during these compound movements. So the movements that are using the biggest muscles in our body across multiple joints. So when they say go heavy, you want to go heavy. I also want to say that form is so important, mostly because it's going to prevent you probably from getting injured. And the other thing is that our body doesn't know what the rep count is. Our body doesn't know who's standing next to us in class. And so your form is so important to be focused on that. Don't worry about what anybody else is doing around you. Focus on your form. Your body doesn't know the rep count, so don't cheat your reps. That is so important that bears repeating. Do not cheat your reps because you're only cheating yourself. Your body only knows time and stress. And I'll say that again, and think about that. Our body only knows time, and it only knows stress. Your body has no idea whether you did 15 squats or whether you did 20 squats. It only knows stress and it only knows time. And so it is so important to be doing the correct form on all the movements. And it's so important to be going for the amount of time that the trainers have programmed, because that is when we're going to get those benefits of improved strength, improved aerobic function, and all the metabolic benefits. So our body is going to be burning fat and we're going to be able to lose weight from doing all the things correctly. So don't cheat your reps, have good form, and the body does not know reps, it only knows stress. So that is super important. When it comes to nutrition is highly individualized. Of course, everybody has personal preferences when it comes to what they like to eat and their past health history and also what their goals are. And so nutrition is very individualized, so don't hesitate to reach out to myself or Kara if you have any questions. We give very general information in the videos and on the website based on kind of a couple different preferences that people tend to inquire about the most. But one thing is the same for everybody, is that you need to put good food in your body to fuel it and good food in your body to recover. And after workouts, you should be getting in protein, a little carbohydrate, and fluid. That's across the board. And another thing when it comes to recovery is taking rest and taking time off. I said at the beginning of the video, if you just want to maintain your fitness, I would recommend coming 3 days of the week, not in a row. Your body needs time to recover. And if you are trying to improve a skill, lose fat, build muscle, then you're going to need to come like 4 or 5 days a week. And taking time off is really important, because we're a living being, and part of our progress and improvement is allowing time to rest and recover, because our body needs time away from the stress to be able to adapt and overcome from it. So sleep is really important. And then just taking time off. You don't want to do a bunch of heavy lifting all in a row. That's another reason why the periodized training is so beneficial, is because they focus on large muscle groups, kind of different days of the week, mixed in with the skill-based training and then also the aerobic cardio stuff. So it's all perfectly planned out. NXPT is an awesome workout. And if you guys have any other questions, don't hesitate to reach out, and I would love to talk to you guys in the gym, or you can message me either on Facebook or Instagram, or you can find my email on the website. Have a good day.